Hey Collective, I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy, in good places, with good people, doing good things. All right, let's see what's on the table for you. All right, what is this reading for or about? What is this reading for or about? What is this reading for or about? Let's find out. I don't know why Divine Masculine keeps coming up on my table. Like, I haven't even been able to do a collective reading. Like, I don't, there's... Maybe this isn't a Divine Masculine reading. Let me just look through the cards a little bit more. So, whomever this energy is, they're calm, and they have a lot of faith right now in their purpose. They're very hopeful of a good omen and rejuvenation and fortune. And they are being diligent and passionate about keeping high standards, learning what they need to about this, whatever this is. Okay. All right, let's find out what is it that they're hopeful about. What is it that this energy is hopeful about? What is it that this person is hopeful about? What is it that this person is hopeful about? They're hopeful about, I don't know if this is their body or your body, that your body is your temple, and that maybe this person is hopeful, like they're changing some eating habits or something like that, or the way, what they consume. That could be, you know, in a lot of different ways. They're hopeful about maybe some questions that they've went to their angels about a past life connection. I was getting some downloads before I started this, and one of them was like, you can't miss what you never had, right? So, that being said, if there are people who slept on you, okay, you don't miss the relationships with them because there's nothing to miss, right? Another part of that is you can't miss what you never had, but I saw the soulmates card come out in here. So it's like, if you feel as though, you know, you've had an awakening and you miss someone that you've never met, or you're longing for someone that you've never actually been in you know, one-on-one connection with, then that's because you've met that person before in a previous life. Like, you can't miss what you never had. So you must have had it in another dimension in order to be able to have that energy. What else is this person diligently working towards? Overcoming their obstacles. Okay. Overcoming obstacles, getting back on their feet, gaining strength from difficult situations, and changing their bad habits. Okay. It's something that they've been, maybe whoever this is, they've been asking their angels about it. I don't know. What is this person asking their angels about? About how to ready themselves? Oh. I saw ready, but it actually says read. And it says the more that you read, the more you'll learn. So this person is maybe, I don't know, maybe this person is even learning more about themselves or cleansing their energy. Like what that really looks like, what that really means, based on, you know, how to cleanse their energy, based on some readings even, or what they've been reading and researching. Okay. Yeah, maybe is a reading. Maybe they got some information from some angels in a reading. Okay. They're hopeful about this celebration. They're meditating, that hard work. They're meditating on this speaking up energy, and whatever they're asking their angels about. Okay. What do we need to know about this person? There's something we need to know about this person. Yeah, that they feel what they feel, that they like, we need to, I guess this person feels they have the right to feel what they feel, and that they have the right to be happy. Like both of those coincide. Maybe even that this person shouldn't be nice anymore to people. Maybe that's this 30-day challenge that's coming up for this person, or this person is trying to do that, along with speaking up. Maybe that's the amount of time that this person has through this next cycle. Yeah, to really, you know, escape materialism, however that looks to this person. And obsessing maybe over money, obsessing over finances. So maybe someone has been obsessing over finances and they're learning to not care as much about that. Paranoia will destroy it. Yeah, somebody doesn't want that person to know that. Oh wow, there's an Empress. So I was wondering why the Empress flew off. Maybe maybe this is in relation to an Empress, or maybe it's you, Empress. But being obsessed about money is whatever this expectations that this person is trying to release, not focusing on the money aspect of their dreams, but because they're focusing too much. It looks like whomever this person is focusing too much. And what's happening is they're focusing so much on the business endeavors that people are attacking it, as it looks like. People are attacking, you know, that part of their lives, because that's where they're putting all of their focus as well. Because they know that, like, okay, if we attack this person in the finances, they're going to keep continuing to go hard in the direction of fixing this, right? When really there's something else. There's something else that this person should be fixing, not focused on this money. They should be focused on these new ideas, having a thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating. This is going to help this person break some illusions and get out of this. Feels like overactive mind. This person just is in their head. They're not in the present. Okay, what is this person in their head about? This Queen of Pentacles. They're concerned about being able to. It looks like this person is concerned about being able to get together with this Queen of Pentacles and make them her Empress. They want justice in that way. Okay, that's why this person is working on these endings. What is this? Yeah, they're finding some courage to make this difficult decision to have this new relationship. So this person is really working hard, it seems, to try to end whatever their cycle is that they've had or have been in, and move into this new phase. Spirit saying that's how this person is going to seek justice, is going to receive justice with this Empress, is by letting go of whatever this financial thing is. I don't know what they're obsessed with about money. Yeah. Yeah. Like this person, it's almost kind of like, you ever see those movies where there's like, the husband works and he's at work all the time, and so then he's not around for the family, he's not available, and blah 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 blah. This sounds like that type of energy. Like this person wants a happy family. This person wants justice in this area, but they keep putting all their energy, effort, and, you know, everything into this work, and then they don't realize, next thing you know, their kid is 10, right? What else here? Card didn't flip over. Neither did those. This person is in a really emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic, controlled energy with respect to whomever this Empress energy is. Like whomever this feminine energy is that they're pursuing, they're in a very balanced, loving energy with respect to when they focus on that person's energy. Wow. And it is true that this person has been in an illusion about putting this money aspect first. So here's the illusion. King of Pentacles. So maybe this person got some clarity on the fact that, like, they've got to stop putting you don't mix business with pleasure, but you should have business and pleasure. There's a difference between withholding yourself and You got to go where you want it. I just saw a short about Megan Good and Jonathan Majors. I'm trying to remember people's name, but I just saw a little short about, like, I think he was dropping hints that she's pregnant, and she dropped the big hint by like her facial expression. But I feel like see, this is the thing. They both went into relationships where everybody was talking mess about their connection. I mean, people were just bad mouthing those two coming together all day, all their spiritual rituals, seeing them out together, how they were so close to, like, it was just so much yap, yap, yap. But they're so happy. They're so glowing. These people are probably reaching goals that they wanted to separately, but they're reaching them together. Like, I believe that Megan's wanted to be a parent for like however long. Like, who doesn't want to be a mom, you know? But I mean, some people don't, but I feel like she's reaching this goal because she's with someone despite what everybody else thinks. You know, everybody thought the preacher man was the man for her, but that's not the one that she's blossoming with. You know, and that's the problem with listening to people on the outside or being worried about what other people think. I'm sure they're so, like, I hear a serendipitous in their relationship because they didn't care what other people had to say about their person or them. It was about, what does my person have to say about me? What does my person feel about me? What am I saying to my person? So maybe that's this person's issue. They're so concerned about everybody outside of them. That's the sucky way to live. Yeah, this person, it's the world card came out. This person is too concerned about how the world looks at them with respect to business, not realizing that people are probably looking at them like, that's all you have. I'm just saying, so for some people, it is all they have. Even Kris Jenner got it together and got her a man. All right, looking at this world card more, it's like maybe these illusions are complete because I put it right over the moon card. So maybe they've completed or accomplished some type of wholeness or understanding or, you know, celebration of life arriving because of them determining, I don't know, what is this? Finding progress, making decisions. Because they've planned to make progress in their giving. On whom they're giving to. Okay. Which I guess is this Empress energy. Yeah, that's where they wanted to seek justice, right? Was with this Empress energy. All right, let me get another deck. I just feel like this energy is just like, it's so draining to me. I don't like to preach to people. I'm one of those piss or get off the pot people. So if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, then who am I to continue to tell them what to do? You know, that's just me. Like, you got to figure that out for yourself, right? Wow. This card was in reverse. It's the gold card. It says you don't need anyone else to fix you. Whomever this is does need fixing from whomever this Empress energy is. So this must be a divine being that they're looking at going towards, because whoever this is does need fixing from this Empress. This person knows that. But there's some villain over in the corner in the cut somewhere. Or maybe they just need to be a villain. Maybe that's what they're struggling with. It's like looking like the bad guy because they didn't, you know, like Jonathan Majors. He looked like the bad guy for a long time, right? To people who weren't clear. Because the thing about it is, like, as soon as the stuff hit the news about Jonathan with this one woman and the altercation that they had, right after that, he was with Megan. So my understanding is if you take timelines into play, he was already in the process. I think I did that portion in like on my other channel on Celebrity Tarot Table, where it's like he probably met Megan in like different venues and they had already connected just as like people. You know, like I said, just because you meet someone doesn't mean you got to be banging them, right? You could just be getting to know someone. And there was a point in that relationship with this other woman where he was like, I don't even feel the same things here that I'm feeling over here with someone that I'm not in a romantic relationship, but I feel everything that makes up all of these emotions and hearts, you know, all of these emotions and love, all this stuff that you're supposed to feel in a romantic relationship. He started feeling it with Megan, and but he was more focused on the fact that he was in a relationship and he wasn't feeling it there. That's what I get to this person. Like, this person doesn't want to seem like the bad guy, but like, are you the bad guy? And who are you being the bad guy to? Are you being the bad guy to yourself by not honoring what you want? Because that's what Jonathan probably was doing for a period of time where he couldn't cut it off with this woman, you know? And he immediately went to the woman that he wanted, you know? And no matter what, even if it made him look like a villain, even if he looked like a villain, it didn't matter to him. He was confident. He was confident in the fact that, like, this is my woman. Everywhere they showed up at after, he praised her. What is he telling his woman? What is she telling him? Those are the only two people that matter, you know? It's the same in every relationship. You know, you can't come and tell my kids something about me without them looking at you strange. You know, those are my children. What do I tell my children? What do I involve them in? Vice versa. You can't come to me talking to me about my children when I know who they are, you know? And that's the thing. This confidence comes with time and practice. So, like I said, they were building up their communication for however long, but it was on a platonic friendship level. And they knew that they needed to keep that because he was in a relationship. They didn't start the interactions on the basis of becoming, you know, lovey-dovey. That wasn't the purpose. The purpose was as two professionals in the same line of industry and same business, right? But I feel like this person has had all this time to build up this confidence. You know, they've had time to build up this confidence, and they gonna have to get into the altercation like Jonathan did to break away from the broad. And understand that everybody will forgive them because they're being honest with themselves. Because the energy that they're being kept in right now is this evil queen energy, where someone has them believing that they should be getting all this salt, that they should be living in this bitter energy that, you know, like for instance, Jonathan should be stuck in a relationship with someone that he doesn't want to be with. Anybody that looked at that situation and circumstance, in my personal opinion, and didn't see how he broke up with her. Women go crazy, but it's different when you're looking at, like, when you want to make somebody the villain or you want to make somebody the victim. Whatever you want to do, people are going to always make up their own minds. It should not matter when it comes to you and what you want. Nobody mattered to me. I didn't care what my mama thought. I didn't care what my daddy thought. I didn't care what my kids. It was about me. Does this person fulfill me? Because at the end of the day, I've dated people that my mama liked and they didn't do me right. I dated people that, and so on and so forth, right? It has to be right for you. And then you consider all the other people that play a part in your life. Because you're the one that has to be in that connection, not everybody else. No one else has to lay down at night with Jonathan and Megan, but Jonathan and Megan. Okay? It's just the reality. I'm feeling very frustrated because I feel like I'm preaching, and I don't like to be a preachy person. I don't like to try to make anybody make a decision. I like to let people have their free will because it shows their true character. So I'm not here to convince you, collective, on going towards whatever. That's not my job. My job is to show you what's what. And you make your decision, because that's why it's here on the table, for you to see it. If you see it and then you close your eyes to it, oh well. So what? Yeah, this person is needing to take control of their narrative. I feel like maybe they are. Let's get a different deck here. All right, what's at play here? What's at play here that we're not seeing? What is it that we're not seeing right now? How much of this person's financial, like, I don't know, tunnel vision really disturbs their actual action in other areas in their life. I don't have time to be doing readings on this all day every day. What else? What are we not seeing here? This person is not seeing that they've manifested this peace. They've manifested this union. They've manifested this opportunity. Yeah. They've got to see their way out of whatever this 10 of Swords is, because this is desolation. Ooh, I'm getting it's like with this person's business, like things keep going to the wayside because this person is so, it's kind of like, bah, 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 like you're beating, like they're trying to do so much business-wise that they're not focused on where they should be emotionally. And if you know me, I'm a very firm preacher of whatever's happening in one area of your life is going to happen in the other. So if your love life is desolate, your finance is going to be desolate eventually too, because you're not going to be fulfilled. If you're just giving out to business and working, and yeah, your clients may love you, you're, you know, whatever. But then at the end of the day, do your clients come home with you? That's what you got to think about here. I do not want to preach nothing. Like, what really brings you joy here? I'm not here to convince anybody. What is it that we're not seeing here? Maybe even that somebody's doing spell work or trying to manifest something on for this person, and their inaction is what's causing this. Yeah, this person has to catch on to what their well-being really means. Like, well-being is a whole. It doesn't mean that you just are healthy and you eat healthy and you work out and you go to work every day and you get enough sleep and you drink enough water. It's got a lot of other things to do. The deficit of the heart is the one that depresses you. Because there are people without a penny to their name who are happy. Trust and believe. So it's like, what does complete well-being look like to you? Are you disillusioned? I don't like this energy. I don't like this. It feels like a very stubborn person, and I don't deal with stubborn people. Do whatever you want to. This person has to have confidence. Like they want to be in this high priest. It feels like they want to be in this high priest energy and aspire to that, but they don't get there without this empress. That's what I'm seeing here. Like they have to grow in this area of this new beginning that's come out. They have to grow. They have to grow. You want to be a high priest and match up with the high priestess? What are they doing? It has to match up. Like, it just has to. The ends have to take place. This is the death card. Again, that ending that came out in the beginning too. This person really wants to transform, okay, into the high priest. They got to get a move on. I can't make this up. The delays will oppress you. Everything that you try to do creatively, you're going to be looking like this at the water, looking sad with your little empty cup. I don't know why change feels so hard to this person. I mean, if it feels hard to you, then maybe you're not cut out for it, you know? Let's ask the cards. Is this person cut out for this? Is this person really able to manifest into this? Is this person really able to do this? With the help of this woman. With the help of this. Like I said, this person needs this. This person needs this Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Wait, no, this is the Queen of Pentacles again. This person needs this person. Whoever this Empress energy is that they're wanting to go towards, it feels like they're just looking at them, you know? I get like the Jonathan Majors, like he's just looking at Megan's text, and then he looking at the girl, and he looking at Megan's text like, dang, look, they keep matching up. They keep showing up for each other. They show up like this is this person's person. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this person, but something is clearly wrong. What is wrong with this person? Because they're not content. They feel like maybe they feel like the love from their, their clients or the love from their family is enough. But if it were, you wouldn't be looking at the Empress. You wouldn't be aspiring or desiring to be a high priest. And you wouldn't be experiencing any, I'm getting emotional oppression if you were actually doing what you needed to do. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this uncertainty about making this move. That's what I hear here. And this person is not sure if they're prepared enough. They want to rest before they go. They regret, losing all these things and being in conflict with other people over love. It's like, so what? Get over it. How long do you stay in that energy? How long do you keep yourself stuck? This is so raggedy. I don't like this kind of energy. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go for it. I don't play no games. That's a weak ass person that does that. Maybe it's being communicated to them some way, some shape, somehow. Like maybe they're seeing how to complete this goal. Maybe they're seeing how to really, I don't know, paint fire into the sky or something like that. Like maybe they're really seeing, maybe it's really being illuminated to them that they've already manifested this because someone is doubting themselves entirely too much or too worried about other people. If Megan had been wondering and worried about what everybody was saying about her in the media, would she be getting ready to have a baby? Probably not. It don't make no sense. This change keeps coming. Like, to complete the cycle, you have to change. You've got to change whatever you're doing or change whatever you're not doing. This is the most annoying energy right now. Like, I feel for you, whoever you are, but only so much. Only so much. Because if you're not prudent and taking those steps, you see those steps? If you're not prudent in taking your steps, I'm not here to force you. I'm not here to tell you that. And I feel like somebody wants confirmation or something, like repetitive confirmation of perfection. It's like, have you even done anything to deserve that yet? Are you even in the position to say, okay, I've done my part. Now where's my perfection? Where's my blessing? Where's my Megan Good? Where's my Jonathan Majors? Yeah. This is the King of Pentacles. So conceiving sorrow. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe somehow, some way this person is confused too, or like, I don't know. There's this Three of Swords energy, but it's kind of like someone may feel like, I don't know. This person won't feel right. Like they won't feel right if they don't get to this high priest, high priestess energy with whomever this person is. Like, and it's not attainable with anyone else because this high priest came out after matching, and it's like, yeah, okay, so get from the King of Pentacles section, because it's like this, staying in that King of Pentacles energy is going to bring you more sorrow, because it doesn't, like, you can't be a King of Pentacles and a high priest or high priestess. You have to evolve past the kings and queens energy. And it's like this person has already evolved in that King of Pentacles energy. They have enough to put together with whomever this is to make more, but they're just not looking at the growth from any standpoint but themselves. So it's like this person puts too much weight on themselves to be it when they actually don't realize, like, no, your person's going to help you heal so that you can be it. This is getting on my nerves. It was on my nerves before I started the reading. Just to be honest with you, because I don't know, this feels complacent. This feels complacent. Maybe this person needs to light a candle, and invoke the energy of movement, spark the fire within themselves, ask for them to have the courage and the wherewithal to be expressive, to go forward and express their love, express what they want. That's giving that magician card again too. That's the way this person is may be able to get into it. Like, light your candle. When it's finished burning, set the goal to make the move. That's what I can't. That's the way to get out of this illusion, is to really confront it. Confront it. Confront the conflict. Confront the comparison. Confront the judgment. That's what Megan and Jonathan did over the course of time together. because you can't confront things on behalf of your person, and it's not even your person yet. Jonathan couldn't have sat there and stayed in the relationship with the one woman, and it just doesn't make sense. It's like these things cannot go on like this. The length of time that this person spends thinking is like that's what keeps them in this illusion. That's what keeps this person in an illusion. Haven't you already heard about this in other readings though? Like that's why a lot of divine beings, past people are gone, is because they never made the steps. All of the past people in divine beings' lives, they never made the steps to be a better person. And I'm not saying that this person is a bad person, but if what you want is this divine feminine, then you have to go after it. You can't just sit on your butt and think about it, because while you're thinking about it, somebody else is taking action. And isn't that the space that this person probably is in? Because it's not like this person has been single forever. Like, never have you ever dated? No. This person is going to move on to someone else. Like, that's literally what's going to happen. Like, this person is going to move on just like they've moved on from everybody else in their past. There's a timeline for everything. And I feel like this one right now, this particular timeline with this everything that we've been seeing happening in the world, and the fact that we're in this retrograde right now, it's like if you are not moving towards things that bring you joy, love, and have caught you by surprise or continually happen to surprise you and make you smile, whenever you're with them or whenever you think about them, etc., you're not winning. You're losing all day. You're losing all day. And you will, at the end of losing every day, eventually you're going to realize that you're a loser, right? This person has to make a move. This person is it looks like it's been illuminated to this person that they need to catch up, approach through. That's what they strive to do. They are reliable and they expect good news, and they're trusting in that. They have a lot of people that are on their side, whether their people are acknowledging it or not. But at the end of the day, what will happen is that people will acknowledge the fact that you reached your goals. Ain't nobody sitting out there bad-mouthing Jonathan no more, right? Nobody's sitting out there bad-mouthing Megan either, right? It took time for them to remain in their team spirit energy too while they started their relationship, because it was over the course of time that they remained strong together and say, hey, no matter what comes at us, we're in this together. We're going to see this through to the end together. And look at how their relationship blossomed. They didn't waste no more time either. It was like as soon as that relationship was over, bam, we out together. Literally. That's why I'm like, no, they had to have been talking, and it wasn't like, it wasn't on no sneak slide. It was kept on up and up, and he knew as a man, I got to do this the right way. So if I have feelings over here for Megan, I got to leave Hobo over here alone. I don't know. That's just what came out right now. I just envisioning this woman sitting on the ground acting like a fool, because that's what I saw in the media. So yeah, maybe even this person's might be concerned about friends gossiping or whatever, but that's because they're jealous. Not everybody gets a connection like that, right? That's solid from the gate. That's solid from the gate. Me and you and me, against all odds. People don't get that. Most of these readings are about people who have been betrayed and backstabbed by people that they loved and that they gave love to, right? Regardless of the people gave love back to them, it didn't really matter, because you can't miss what you never had. So people are not going to miss people from their past that weren't really giving them love. No. They may be afraid of people in their future being just like them, but this is not that. This is not that. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of harmony, and there's a lot of respect, because these two are friends. This person looks at this person as a friend. There's this, all this gossip is what makes this person afraid. And that's a curse. That's a curse. So if you want to lift the curse off your ass, don't worry about the gossip. You see, they did it. They didn't care. They even had some bowls with some smudging and stuff going on, showing that they are honoring their ancestors. They know they're in a divine connection. They didn't care. They didn't hesitate. And that's how they left that curse. That's how they let that go. That's how they moved on. Leave, reject, and separate from any type of ignorance. Because those people are, even if these people may, like, even if you have to, what I'm getting, life in itself, right? Life in itself is attractive. It's attractive to think about the things you want to do in the future and the things that you could aspire to and have, or even just looking at, right now, things are attractive to you. Like, I love being able to spend time with my children. I love being able to cook. I love being able to do these readings for people, right? But some things you have to keep them in secret. Like, did he go telling everybody that he was going to Megan and let it get spilled out? No. But that's how you have this rebirth. That's how you bring that growth and that joy and that, love into your life, is by remaining a rock and finding someone else that is an equal partner to that. Perseverance, steadfastness, strength. I don't know. I don't want to call this person weak, but I feel like this is a weak individual to care about what anybody else thinks. I don't care if it was the whole world. They're all going to laugh at you. So what? Let them laugh. Smile now, cry later. Everybody's talking about Jonathan and Megan, and they are still happy. That's what loyalty does for you. It heals you. It helps you. It aids you, right? The dedication to that, right? Making a judgment call on gossipers and fear. That's a curse. That is a supernatural dilemma caused by malevolence. And if you're competent, you'll do the things that are required of you, that are challenging you right now. That's what Jonathan did. He was like, okay, I gotta get rid of the old Brock and get my new thing. And it's not just a thing for him. Like, he's committed to this relationship. Like, he went towards love, and it didn't matter to him if he had to walk out the door and run fast, because he knew he had a clear purpose. Like I said, I've seen them do smudging and people talking about that too. And they confronted that conflict by not saying a damn word and letting their actions prove it. So that's what you do. You let your actions prove it. That's how you confront this curse. You let your actions prove that you're not afraid and you don't care about the gossip, and you know that you'll have loyalty. This is the clear purpose for this reading at this point in time. Progress, motivation, and it's being demanded of this person. I am so sick of reading this, because I feel like this is where everybody fails. This is the point where it's like makes or breaks, right? It's like people have constantly been in the wrong cycle, have lost out on the collective. And I know that for myself. I feel like for me, when it got to maybe a year or two ago, I didn't really want anybody around me or in my space except for my children, right? But now it got even more like, it's just for me, it's in a place where it's like nobody could ever come back from my past that did not treat me right. Nobody could ever come back saying, oh, I'm sorry for what I said about you. Don't talk to me. That's my response to that. Don't talk to me. How dare you open your mouth and say something to me? How dare you? Yeah, this person has to just confront all this conflict, all this comparison, concerns about judgment from other people. This is, I cannot do this. Someone who's so concerned about people outside of them. That is not for me. Maybe even people that they used to celebrate with or party with or something like that. Yeah. I almost get to like this person feels some kind of way, the fact that it's going to burden and, it's going to burden the people from the past to have for him to have to do this. But this is what's been illuminated to this person to do in order to have this cycle change for them and be in this Hierophant energy. This is the decision. This is the plan. This is the plan and purpose for their life. Like when someone denies their purpose, I don't know what happens. Because I don't deny mine. If God says your purpose is over here to help and heal this person, perfect. When I see that they're rejecting it, bam, I don't have time. I don't have time to drag someone to heaven. What I look like? If this comes up in another reading, I'm just going to delete it. I promise you. I have no desire to keep talking about someone that's confused. because there are too many confused people out there for me to be concerned with doing a reading on them. If someone's confused, and they're not looking, and I feel like this is the second reading today, and it's the same stuff. Like, is this person getting it? Is this person getting it? Yeah, they get it. This person is getting it. This person is understanding, like, the conflict that they allow themselves to be a part of by not just getting up and going. Yeah. It's been communicated to this person, like, what their real problem is. It's not, it might not even be them. It's the other people. It's the other people's projections. It's the other people's perceptions. What are they going to think? And da-da-da-da-da. Who cares? Is that what Jesus did? What would Jesus do? Did Jesus say, oh, I got to worry about, this, I know that so is about to betray me. He didn't care. He still was like, come on to dinner. Come on. And don't get it twisted. Jesus flipped tables. Jesus was knocking tables over into whatever it is. I'll read the scripture later, but I know for a fact that the Bible says that. Because that was a part of another reading that I was putting together. But this person sees that. This person gets that. What else? Yeah, this person is balancing out and understanding what they're supposed to do. I'm getting the understanding from this Page of Wands, like understanding their clear purpose, understanding, the new things, like what they have to do, because maybe this person never, went after a woman before. Maybe this person is just used to having bras hanging all over and googly eyes at them, I could see that. But it's typically the women that are not going to be, pick-me's that you are most attracted to, and that's what intimidates you, because they don't respond to you the same way that other people do. I'm pretty sure that's why that little young 23-year-old, like I said, what is a 23-year-old like? Sir. What interest would a 23-year-old that's fine having me, is probably what some people are saying. Well, he got to know me. He studied my page. He chatted me up, and even if this person was fake or faulty, if that's what people want to assume, so be it. But it wasn't nothing stopping him, right? So you gotta do something different if you want different. You're gonna get the same thing every time if you do the same thing every time. Yep, this person's moving into their Emperor energy. This person really wants to be an Emperor in the upright. We all know those emperors in reverse. I know because I was one. Just give me the loot. Even if it's going to bring this Tower, this person's going to Jonathan Majors it out. Like, whatever comes with it, comes with it. Because in reality, whether this person moves forward in this towards their Empress or doesn't, so this is the thing. Whatever it is that they think they're afraid of, or whatever it is that they think they're working towards over here, it will go to poop. I keep telling you that. It's going to go to poop. Just like if Jonathan would have just stayed in the relationship for a little bit longer, it would have been even worse. It was bad enough. He had to bring this Tower and cause this heartbreak because he was like, it don't matter no more. Not at the cost of me. Not at the cost of me not being fulfilled and being happy and enjoying my life. And granted, it may have ruined some deals for him or whatever else. But you know who he got? That's strong and steadfast and stable and committed and valued, and all of that is his woman. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many dollars you make, they can't kiss you. You can kiss them, but they can't kiss you back. They can't give you warmth. They can't give you love. It can't give you none of that. And if that's your primary focus, that's where your problem is. You got to bring this Tower if you want to proceed forward. Yeah. Bringing this Tower brings in more money. That's what I don't understand. Like, yeah, Jonathan may have got to cut out of some whatever deals to do whatever movies or whatever this and that is. But do you see him sad and crying? I ain't seen the man look happier without the business deals. He's probably creating something else completely and totally more wonderful than whatever hard work he might have had to put in. You know what I mean? You don't know what these people got going on behind the scenes that are helping them to create and move forward. Yeah. I feel like this is giving an energy like it's just going to pour in afterwards, because I don't feel like they look like they're hurting. They be out in New York City. That's a really expensive city to live in. And happy and glowing and looking healthy and excited about life, and having all these people whose minds completely changed about whatever it was that they said about them, because they've proven to them that they were really in love, and this is a real relationship where two people are happy together and determined to make themselves and each other happy. That one flipped over. Oh, were they in the reverse? No, their cards just mixed up. This person is surrendering to this positivity. This person is basking, I think, right now in the positivity that, like, I think this person may be even getting a little excited that, like, okay, I can really go for it and it's going to be fine. Duh. God doesn't give you the challenge to thwart you once you get there and meet the challenge. God gives you the challenge to see that you can meet it so that he can give you more, right? Give you more. I'm not even gonna fix these cards. All right. Anything else right now? No, this is the truth. This is clarity about how to receive justice, how to receive this blind justice, is to trust that, you know, you're being led in the right direction, you know, no matter what it looks like. But this is something that this person should know. They've been through. You know, you got to work really hard to get to where you are, wherever this person is right now. So it's like the fact that they are forgetting that is like wicked to me. Yeah. Because this person, it looks like this person figured out like all the truth and clarity about like how they may be using and abusing other people, or how people were using and abusing them, how they're, you know, the nightlife, the hanging out, the party scene, doing drugs, whatever it was, had to change up. That had to change in order for this person to get to wherever it is right now, that has their head so big that they feel like they don't need anything else. But this person desires it so much. And like it said, this is a part of breaking a curse over your own life. This is a part of getting the healing that you need, that you won't find anywhere else. There's justice in this situation. After this person goes ahead and ends whatever this is that's standing in their way, whether it's like doubt, whether it's, I don't know, but cut it out. Cut it out. This looks like somebody, you know, going in for cancer or something, and it's like, cut it out. Cut that out and throw it away. Then you will gain. You will gain. Look at this. Look at this. You'll gain all the healing that you need. This is the therapist. You'll gain all the healing that you needed. I'm going to end it there. I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.